So we are back with a showdown today. We have the first showdown since we had, I think, McTominay and Milner. No, this is the first showdown since we had Zinchenko and versus, Herman, which was extremely overpriced. So this one is Chelsea versus Atletico. This is a Champions League showdown. This match is going to be this week, right? It's in this week. So we've got a Prem center back and a La Liga left mid. Obviously, if whoever wins this game gets a +2. I think if it's a draw, they're both +1s. So let's see what this is all about. So Rüdiger is medium high, obviously with good links. Chelsea center back, German as well. Oh boy, the acceleration is really low on that card, man. I'm not liking that. The strength is good. The aggression is really good. What else do we have here that I can like? Aggression is good. Defending is good. Reactions are high at 95. The short and long passing is pretty good at 85 and 82. The acceleration is just not very good at 69. I'm not a big fan of that. I mean, relative to other Prem center backs, this guy looks very similar to me as second informed John Stones. Similar in a way, but again, he has upgrade potential, so he should be priced a little bit higher. 83.85. Okay, so this is 83.85, which means that I think an 85 is 150, 125, 130, and then this is like, so this should be like 175K, which I think is a little too much, not to be negative. You do get a Prime Electrum Players Pack, and you get a Jumbo Premium Gold Pack. I think it's 200K. I just think for 200K, guys, even with the +2 on this card, the problem is that at the center back position, he's still probably going to only have 72 acceleration, which is kind of a trap. I would say the only recommendation I would give for this card is maybe if you're a Chelsea fan and you want to root along this week with Rüdiger, that might be a good idea. I don't want to sit here and be boring and say gold Varane, but I just also at the same point don't want to recommend somebody a month or 2 months away from team of the season that has 69 acceleration. That would be something that I have to be very honest about. And also, guys, something to really point out here is that I believe Puyol Moments is 83, 85, 84 or something. So there's 2 squads from Puyol, really, I guess, if you really want to look at it that way. I think there's something like that for Puyol. So not saying Puyol's better necessarily, but I don't know, man. I think to consider this, you'd have to consider that he's better than Fofana. I think Fofana's a better card. I think Joe Gomez is a better card. I think there's a lot of better center backs than Rüdiger. Now, Lemar has probably a decent card. He's 4-4, right? So 4-4 is pretty good. His agility is really good. 93, that's some nice agility there. His finishing, 84. His attack positioning, 86. He has finesse shot trait as well, which is the best trait in this game. He's got a good dribbling trait as well. This card actually with a +2 could be really good. His passing is definitely good enough. His shot power is good. This card looks decent. I wonder what it requires. It's also 83, 85. So it's about 200K, 150K. Strong link to Mendy, strong link to Felix. I'm probably forgetting a couple other guys. I think this is the better card of the two. The question is this even worth it if he gets an 88? Is this even worth it, right? He would have 93 acceleration, 91 sprint speed, 88 attack positioning, 86 finishing, 95 agility with finesse shot trait. It's not a bad card. I don't think it's bad. I think there's an argument for it, but I don't know. I still think a lot of the chat right now is saying that Inform Carrasco is better, the 86, which I actually could probably concur with because that card is incredible, and he's 120, 100K on the market tradable. So I actually don't disagree with you guys, man. What I will say really quickly about this Lemar card, with the upgrade, I know you guys could call me crazy. He actually might be a nice little center mid. You guys might call me crazy, but his defending stats are all going to be in the lower 60s. I don't know. I don't think that's a bad position. But again, do you want to? I'm probably crazy. Am I crazy, chat? All right, I'm crazy. Chat's saying I'm crazy. All right. I don't know. I think also Cucurella. That's another thing to consider, that he's a little bit. I don't know. All right, I'm trying here, man. I'm trying with these overpriced SBCs. I had to sit here yesterday and be somewhat like, oh my God, Cavani's here, but we all knew he was 400K. I don't know, man. I feel like the SBCs are so expensive in this game, man. I don't understand why. 83, 85. So again, these are both going to be the same price. I think maybe Rüdiger requires more chemistry. Oh man, I don't know, dude. Anything else today? Let's see what we got here. Guaranteed what if player. A party bag. We had that yesterday. Oh man. All right. I don't know, man. I think this SBC content is really poor. I gotta come out and say that, boys. I don't know, man. I think it's so underwhelming, man. At this point in the year, I feel like the SBCs have been so bad. I don't know, man. I'm gonna check objectives real quick, but holy moly, bro. I just feel like every time we get SBCs, every single person that watches me, every single person that is watching my stuff is just like, bro, what are we supposed to do with these cards? Like, they're not good, or they're not worth it. I don't know, man. It's crazy. All right, so we still have that Serie A League player. I don't see anything else here. We have, obviously, the Weekend League Plus. If you guys care to go into the dungeon, into the trenches of Weekend League, have a good time, good luck. That's still available. I don't think we have anything in milestones. We should be having this week MLS 2. That's my guess, that this week we'll probably have the MLS second foundations, I think, is the plan this week. And then, other than that, I wonder, do we have any new promo packs? Yep, if you want to rip some 50 or 25K packs, you've got 5 available from EA to potentially pack yourself a Prime Icon Moments card. Good luck with that. But yeah, I don't know, man. Guys, I just feel like the SBC content has been really, really bad. You know, let's go ahead and look at Rüdiger real quick, right? Because, look, there's always a Prem tax with Prem players. But let's see. Let's see Premier League center backs right now in this game. So, Gold Van Dijk, right? Gold Van Dijk offers you better pace because his acceleration is higher and he's more of a bully. I think this card will probably be better than Rüdiger, even with the upgrade. Gold Van Dijk is 110K on the game right now. What else do we have here? I don't want to be boring and say that, you know, these same players are better, but I just think the price points are ridiculous. Like, I think that this sort of SBC should be something today where it's maybe 70, maybe 100K, 80K, 75, 90K, you know, something that maybe you could root for. But again, like, EA's got to know that, look, they're pro players, their top players in this game are all using Kyle Walker and Babu, like all these players with 90 acceleration plus at center back, because that's what the meta is. It's so far off. It's so far off from where the game is that 69 acceleration is just so poor at center back, man. You know, as I said, I think Stones has a shout to compare with that card. He's tradable. He's 80, 90K. There's a lot, man. There's a lot of players. There's at least 5 that I would say that I would consider recommending, but maybe four proper center backs, maybe a switching game, a couple in the Prem. And then going the route of La Liga, we have left mids. I mean, Cucurella is probably better. I mean, I don't think that Lemar card is horrible. I think he's actually a usable player, but as the chat said, we've got Carrasco. We've even got this card who's 30K with incredible dribbling stats. I've used him. He's pretty fun. I've got him untradeable. Cucurella was incredible. Yeah, it's one of those days again, but it's too many days in a row because, like yesterday, right, we get this cool Cavani card, and it's like Cavani's a very loved player, in my opinion, by a lot of people. I like him a lot. And when they give the price of 400K, it doesn't even give a chance for anybody to use him. Who the hell is doing that for 400K? I mean, there's just so many players that are better for that price, for that position. I mean, it's crazy. Like, even headliner Zaha, 300K, bro, right? Zaha's best version. Much better card. Just so many better cards, bro, for the price. It's not good, guys. It's not good enough. It's not good enough, guys, in my opinion. And I'm just speaking towards the SBC content recently without being negative. None of it is good enough. None of it is good enough. It's not good enough when you have fans of these teams saying that this is horribly overpriced. You know, that's when it's not good enough. When you have Chelsea fans saying, there's no way in hell I'm doing this card. Or you have Atletico Madrid fans saying, what the hell are these prices, man? I don't know. I think the Icon SBCs have been a really good step in the right direction, but I think the rest of the SBC content has just been so horrendous, man. It's so far off from where it needs to be. Let me see if Footman has the prices properly for them. So Rüdiger is 230K and Lemar is 230K. Oh, it hurts my head so much, man. It hurts my head. 230K, man, for each of those players. And the last SBC we had, Zinchenko was, what, 300K, and Herman was 200, and we had a right mid that was medium high. I don't know. I think it's really poor. Because, let me see the prices of icons real quick. I think other than that, though, guys, we don't have any content today. I think that's about it. I mean, yeah, that's all we got today. But, I mean, yeah, it's a bit far off from where it needs to be. Big yikes. Best SBC was El Shar. I mean, it's so weird because we've had so many SBCs like El Shar that's a full meta card in my opinion. Well, maybe not full meta because I think full meta means the events. But El Shar is a very usable card with the 5-star skills. And he was what, 200K, 250? It's just crazy to me. Joe Hart was 200K. I think, I mean, I don't know. Like, I think some people might disagree with me. I think Joe Hart is not a good SBC. I don't think that's a good SBC for 200K. That's coming from a Spurs fan. Oh, it's brutal at the moment, guys. It's brutal. It's not good. Not good enough. I don't think Messi's horrendous value. It's weird because I think some of the more expensive players, here's the way that I see EA doing these SBCs recently, and this is what they started to do last year. They released so many SBCs that are 100 to 200K to control the coins off the market thing. We don't have cheap SBCs anymore. Back in the day, you know, and obviously the game adapts and all that, but we used to have players like coming out that were 30, 40K a couple times a week, you know? Think about like Footmiss Lucas Torreira, right? Remember that card was 20K, 25, 30K, Prem center mid, box to box. You know, got a winter upgrade, boom, was a usable 86. Card would have been 150K, 100K on the market. There's just so many of those cards that we used to have that we just don't see anymore. We don't see any value anymore. Even this player of the month, Gundogan, right? How much is this coming in at? Right? Because Gundogan's having a hell of a season. How much is this coming in at right now? So this Gundogan on the game is 100K. It's still too much. It's still too much. You have to know looking at this card that you're gonna lack with the acceleration. This should be a fun card that you can unlock for 40K or whatever the cheapest 88 is on the game. That's how this SBC should be laid out. This should be a card that is it's the cheapest for the rating of the 88. You know, people get excited for that type of stuff, man. 50K, 60K, a Gundogan. Oh, maybe I'll try him out. I'll see how he is. But man, it's too much, man. Like, yeah, even Vardy's player of the month last year, guys. It's too much. These SBCs are way too much. All of them. They're just not, none of them are tempting to me. I don't do any of these players, man. The only times I'm really doing SBCs this year is me. I'm just ending up crafting cards and doing stuff like that. I don't know. But anyways, I think Kleber was like 50 or 60K, right? Yeah, and we're very close to April. Yeah, as that's a very good point. It's March 13th, and you know, it's not good enough. It is not good enough.